quotation marks, this is what they look like. We use those when we want to give someone credit for saying something. So if Shrek tells Donkey, that'll do, Donkey, and we're writing it down, we'd say, Shrek, I'll show you what it would look like. We'd say, Shrek said, comma, and then the first quotation mark. So the quote mark is showing us that we're starting to hear exactly what Shrek said. That'll do, Donkey. Whoops. So Shrek said, that'll do, Donkey. And now we know exactly what Shrek said. So what I want you to notice here is the punctuation. And in this punctuation, we see the comma goes before the quotation mark, and the period, or the end mark, goes before the quotation mark. And that's really important. That's a really important little piece to look at. So let's take our sentences above. You can see, what is Sam saying here? Sam says, I love pie. Do you love pie? So this is how we could write that if we're writing it down instead of doing it as a cartoon, okay? So we'd say, Sam said, comma, then the quote, I love pie. Do you love pie? Then my end mark, which is a question mark here, and my quotation mark. So now let's look over here. We have Sean. And Sean looks like he has a piece of cherry pie. And Sean is saying, pie is so delicious. So one way we could reply here, or keep writing, is to say, Sean replied, and then I do my comma, and I start my quotation mark because I'm saying exactly what Sean said. So Sean replied, pie is so delicious. I would have put an exclamation mark there. Pie is so delicious. What's your favorite kind of pie? I think mine is pecan pie, or maybe chocolate pie. Now let's look at what Cindy says. Cindy says up here, I think pie is okay, but I love cupcakes. So let's give Cindy credit for what she's going to say here. Cindy said, and then I do my comma, and then my quotation mark, I think pie is okay, but I love cupcakes, period. So in each one you see, when we start with our Shrek example, Shrek said, comma, then we start the quotation marks. That'll do, Donkey. The end mark, the period, goes before these quotation marks. Sam said, comma, then the quotation mark, to give Sam credit for what he's saying. I love pie. Do you love pie? Then we have our end mark and our quotation mark. So there's your practice, or your little lesson on that for today. I need to stop. Was I not recording that whole time? Okay, no.